unselfish play. That unselfishness became contagious. Showing you he's got some ups to go with that speed.
Gallinari with the crossover.
What is up, Nuggets fans? Denver Nuggets fan 2 back here again, here to give you guys my game recap for the Denver Nuggets 119-114 win over the New York Knicks in double overtime. We had a decent game shooting the ball. We were 42% from the field, 25% from the three-point line, and 72% from the free throw line. As the game wore on, we started to get more high percentage shots in this game, a lot of points in the paint, especially once Tyson Chandler fouled out, I believe in the first overtime. In that second overtime, we got a bunch of easy buckets in the paint. But we did struggle from the free throw line. You don't like seeing us shoot 72% from there. I believe we missed 12 or 13 free throws in this game. You hate seeing that. On the other hand, they also had a solid shooting night. They were 45% from the field, 33% from the three-point line, and 71% from the free throw line. They came out and just were on fire in that first half. But as the game wore on and as we made some adjustments defensively in the second half and in overtime, both overtimes, the Knicks slowed down and their shooting percentage dipped. They were really relying on that three-point shot. A lot of good things to take away from this game. We were great on the glass here against the Knicks. We out-rebounded them 58-50 here in this game. We had 15 offensive rebounds. I love the effort all night on the glass. I thought we did a great job for the most part in our box outs. I mean, getting 15 offensive rebounds, those are all effort plays. I thought the effort was definitely there on the glass, and I thought we played phenomenal in terms of our ability to rebound the ball in this game. Even though Nene offensively wasn't great, I thought he did a good job on the glass, and we did a great job of creating second chance possessions for ourselves and getting some second chance point opportunities with those 15 offensive rebounds. 29 assists in this game. I thought the ball movement was very, very good here against the Knicks. As the game wore on and as we got more tired, as fatigue set in, the ball movement kind of lacked. A bunch of guys were kind of just staying around. We were playing a little too much one-on-one. But for the most part, I thought the ball movement was pretty darn good here. Had 12 steals in this game. I thought, especially in the second half, we ramped up the intensity defensively. We were able to get into the Knicks passing lanes, force some turnovers. We ended up forcing 24 turnovers by the Knicks here in this game. Only had 21 points off of those 24 turnovers, though. I thought we didn't do a good job for the most part of converting as well as we could have and should have on the Knicks turnovers. But you still force 24 turnovers. You still get 21 points off turnovers. Those are easy buckets. You like seeing that. Had 62 points in the paint, as I mentioned, as the game wore on and when Tyson Chandler fouled out in that first overtime. We did a great job of attacking the basket and getting easy high percentage shots in the painted area. We owned the paint. We dominated the interior here against the Knicks. We outscored them 62-42 overall in terms of points in the paint, and just got a lot of easy buckets, a lot of high percentage shots. You love seeing that. We did give up 11 offensive rebounds. You don't like seeing that. Thought we could have been a little better in our box outs in terms of not allowing the Knicks to get so many offensive rebounds and so many second chance possessions here. The Knicks did have 18 fast break points. You don't like seeing that. Thought we got a little sloppy with the ball at times in this game, and I thought our transition defense was affected because of that. And I thought our transition defense overall just could have been a little better. We did commit 21 turnovers. You don't like seeing that. Like I just said, I thought we were pretty sloppy with the ball. I thought we made some poor decisions in terms of our passing at times in this game. And as the game wore on, our guys were fatigued. I mean, this was our fourth game in 5 nights. You could tell, our guys were worn down and they were tired. And I think a lot of that had to do with us committing 21 turnovers in this game. We did only give up 18 points off of those turnovers, though. So, like us, the Knicks didn't do a real good job of converting on our turnovers, but they still had 18 points off of those turnovers. You don't like seeing that. You're just giving up points to your opponent off of silly mistakes that we easily could have limited here in this game. We had some individual performances here. Got to start with Danilo Gallinari. He was the star of this game. Probably his best game maybe of his career, let alone this season. He finished with a career high 37 points, 11 rebounds, only had 2 turnovers in this game, was 9-19 from the field, 1-3 from the three-point line, and 18 of 20 from the free throw line. Gallo was phenomenal in this game. You obviously could tell going into this game that Gallinari really wanted this win bad, and he really wanted to prove to a point to the Knicks that, hey, I'm just as good as Melo. I'm better than you guys thought, because essentially they just gave away him Wilson Chandler, Timothy Mozgov, or Raymond Feld for essentially Carmelo, because they got rid of Chauncey Billups and a couple other guys that got in that trade. And I think this was kind of a statement game for Gallinari, and obviously with him going back, playing against the team that drafted him, going into Madison Square Garden, we all know about that venue, and playing under the bright lights of MSG. You know Gallo was ready for this, and you know he really wanted this badly to get this win and to perform well, and he did. I mean, to get 37 points on 19 shots, that's super efficient, and he only had 2 turnovers, so that his decision-making with the ball was pretty darn good. And he did a phenomenal job attacking the basket all night. Defensively was great on Carmelo, forced Melo into a lot of tough shots, a lot of tough contested shots. Did a good job of staying in front of him and just playing with great energy and effort on the defensive end and doing his damnness to force Melo into some tough positions offensively and some tough shots. And then offensively just went right at him. I mean, did a great job of attacking Melo, getting to the basket, getting to the rim, and then getting those 20 free throws, and did a great job of knocking down 18 of the 20 free throws. I mean, he was very good from the free throw line here in this game. Carmelo and Amari Stoudemire, the Knicks' big two, scored a combined 37 points. Gallinari had 37 by himself. So essentially Gallinari stayed pace with Melo and Stoudemire and equaled both of their point total here in this game. That's impressive. So you just love seeing the effort and energy from Gallinari. This was a great game. I was so proud of him as a Nuggets fan because he just played so well in such a big game, and to do it against Carmelo is even better. He did a huge N1 for us, and I believe it was in double overtime. In the second overtime, hit a big N1 that was huge for us. Just did a great job of finishing at the rim and drawing fouls and then scoring in other ways. So great game for Gallo. Finishes with 37 points, 11 boards. Was phenomenal here, and he also just signed a new 4-year contract extension with us. I believe the deal is overall worth $42 million, so that's also a plus for us Nuggets fans. We're going to have Gallo here for at least 4 more years as he signs a 4-year, $42 million extension, which was reported first by Benjamin Hockman of the Denver Post. Al Harrington also had a huge game for us, 25 points, 11 rebounds for Al, finishes with a double-double. He was 10-24 from the field, 4-12 from the three-point line, 0-1 from the free throw line. Wasn't too happy with Big Al's efficiency here in this game offensively. Obviously, with him getting 25 points on 24 shots, Al really started slow here in this game, really had a tough first half. But as the game wore on, Al started to get in a rhythm offensively and hit some huge shots for us. He hit some humongous three-pointers for us in this game in the fourth quarter and in both overtime periods. And the second overtime hit a three that basically sealed the game. I believe it gave us a 4 or 5 point lead, and it was a dagger, and Al was talking smack to Spike Lee all game. That was great to see. And another former Knick going back in there and kind of making a statement to Knicks fans. Just gave us a huge lift off the bench, hit so many clutch shots for us in this game. Big Al's been great all year. Like I said, wasn't too happy with his shot selection here. He took 12 threes. You don't like seeing that, but he did. The 4 that he did hit all came at huge times for us in that fourth quarter, and as I mentioned, the one he hit in double overtime, and was great on the glass, had 11 rebounds. Timofey Mozgov, another former Knick, had a huge game, 16 points for Timofey, also had 7 rebounds and 3 blocks, was 6 of 11 from the field, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. I mean, Mozgov was great. We love seeing the 16 points. I believe that's a career high for Mozgov. Did a great job of running the floor early on. I thought his size gave Stoudemire some problems here in this game, and like I said, just played angry, played with great effort, great energy. His hustle was phenomenal in this game. The block he had on Carmelo early on in the first quarter, that was a great play by Mozgov, great moment, and just gave us a great lift, not only offensively but defensively, and did a great job of running the floor. Like I mentioned, had a bunch of dunks in transition, and he loved seeing the 3 blocks defensively. Good game out of Timofey. Was very happy for him as well that he played so well. And that 3 he hit in overtime where the shot clock was winding down, and he literally just threw it up and was able to put it in. We don't win this game if Andre Miller doesn't hit that shot. Huge shot by Andre Miller. Another guy just making a big play for us, and did a great job of finishing with a double-double, and had pretty productive minutes for us, starting in place of a Flalo. So pretty damn good game for Andre. And like I said, that 3 he hit, I mean, just a crazy shot by Miller, and a huge shot for us. Without that shot, we're not in double overtime, and we don't get the opportunity to eventually win this game. And lastly, Nene finished with a double-double. He had 12 points, 13 boards, 5 assists, 3 steals. Was 5 of 13 from the field, 2 of 6 from the free throw line. The 2 free throws that Nene did hit in this game were humongous. He hit it obviously in the first overtime period, which I believe ended up forcing the second overtime period was because of those 2 free throws that Nene hit. For the Knicks, Melo led the way. He had 25 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, finished with a pretty solid game, but also did have 6 turnovers, only shot 10 of 30 from the field, 1 of 7 from the three-point line, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Like I said, Gallo's defense on Melo was great, and for the most part, he definitely outplayed Melo in this game. And for Melo to have 25 points on 30 shots, and for Gallo to have 37 on 19 shots, and Gallo to have 11 rebounds, Melo to 10 rebounds. Melo had 6 turnovers, Gallo had 2 turnovers. I mean, Gallo just outplayed him here and forced Melo into a lot of tough shots. Melo really just started slow in this game. Did start get going in the fourth quarter, and both overtimes hit the game-tying shot. But besides that, was pretty ineffective in this game for a majority of it. And I thought down the stretch, the Knicks kind of looked like the old Nuggets for the past several years. They decided to isolate one side of the floor and just let Melo try to do work on whoever was defending him, and it obviously didn't work too well for them with us pulling out the win. But I wish Carmelo the best. I've been over the trade and the whole situation for a while now, so I wish him the best in New York. Hopefully for his sake and that team's sake and that city's sake, he can help turn it around there. But for the most part, I thought Gallo outperformed him. Amon Shumpert and Landry Fields were pretty solid in this game for the Knicks. They combined for 36 points. Each of them had 7 assists. Both of them had 2 steals. Shumpert shot 7 of 16 from the field, 2 of 5 from the three-point line, and Fields was 8 of 14 from the field and 1 of 4 from the three-point line. Stoudemire was pretty much non-existent in this game. He did finish with a double-double, 12 points, 11 rebounds, 2 steals and a block, but only took 9 shots, was 4 of 9 from the field, 1 of 2 from the three-point line, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Defensively, I thought our bigs did a great job on Stoudemire. He couldn't guard Al Harrington to save his life in this game and just disappeared, and I was pretty surprised by that. I thought he was going to have a big game, and for Gallo to match Melo and Stoudemire's combined point total by himself just says a lot about Gallo and says a lot about the game Stoudemire had here. Just disappeared. Was pretty solid on the glass. Did a good job on the offensive glass, but only took 9 shots, and to only have 12 points on the 9 shots, that's not efficient at all. And I mean, just there's not really a good balance there for the Knicks with Melo and Stoudemire. Melo's taking 30 shots to Stoudemire's 9. That's not going to work, and that may cause some tension between the two as the season wears on and as they play with each other more. But I thought defensively pretty good job by us of defending Stoudemire, and like I said, he kind of disappeared. And defensively, I didn't think he was that great either. So we're now 12-5 on the year, 4-0 on this road trip. We got the last game of our road trip tonight against the Kings. Hopefully we can get to W. We've had a couple days off. We got some much needed rest, and hopefully that will translate into a win tonight. And best of luck to the Knicks the rest of the way. They got a lot of work to do. But regardless of that, good win for the Nuggets. Got the Kings tonight, and just real happy with this performance. Real proud of Gallinari. Thought he had a great game. So thanks for watching, guys, and as always, go Nuggets.